On May 25, 2018, the GDPR goes into effect, and you need to pay close attention. GDPR stands for General Data Protection Regulation, and it replaces an earlier data protection regulation for the EU. But don't think you've dodged a bullet just because you don't live in an EU member country. The GDPR doesn't just apply to businesses based in the EU. If anyone from the EU visits your website, you are required to be fully compliant with this brand new regulation. If your website uses cookies or integrates with third-party websites that uses cookies, you must be GDPR compliant. If you get leads from people in the EU, or people from the EU share any kind of personal data with you, you absolutely must be GDPR compliant. Personal data includes things like names, email addresses, payment information, photos, IP addresses, and more. The bottom line is this: ensuring your compliance with the GDPR is crucial to your long-term business success. By now, all the big websites out there like Facebook, YouTube, Google, and many others have already updated their terms of service and the way they interact with their customers to ensure compliance. That's because non-compliance with the GDPR carries extremely steep penalties. How steep? The penalties for non-compliance are so massive that they can put you out of business overnight. In the case of data breach or non-compliance with the GDPR regulations, you can be fined up to 4% of your annual global turnover, or 20 million euros, whichever is greater. That's a lot of money. Money you don't have to give a government agency for not following the rules. And monetary penalties are just the beginning. In addition to monetary penalties, non-compliance with the GDPR can also cause you to be banned from offering products and services to customers from any EU member country indefinitely. To stay compliant with the GDPR, you must be able to tell an individual what kind of personal data is being collected, how it's being processed, and where it's being stored. And if a copy of the personal data is requested, you must provide it to the individual free of charge. And under certain conditions, an individual is entitled to have his or her data erased if requested. As you can see, if you're not prepared to do all of this, your business could be at serious risk of non-compliance and a massive fine. To ensure your compliance with the GDPR, you need to study the working of the GDPR in great detail and likely hire an attorney. Modify the processes and systems in your business to ensure that your online business is compliant. Hire coders and designers to make sure GDPR compliance is built into every single website you have online. And continually review what you're doing to ensure compliance. For most online businesses, this is just out of the question. Not only would it be extremely time-consuming, the cost to maintain compliance can quickly skyrocket to thousands of dollars. The good news is, there's now a faster, easier, and much less expensive solution to GDPR compliance. Introducing GDPR Suite. The GDPR Suite is an easy-to-use WordPress plugin that makes your website compliant with the GDPR within minutes from right now. It's easy to set up without needing to hire coders, designers, or anyone else. Everything you need to become GDPR compliant within minutes is included in the GDPR Suite. The GDPR Suite dynamically removes sensitive data in your WordPress database and automatically removes user data from third-party services and APIs, keeping you compliant and ensuring you avoid the massive fines imposed by GDPR non-compliance. With just a few clicks of your mouse, your website will be fully GDPR compliant when you use the GDPR Suite. The GDPR Suite works with any website, blog, or e-com store running on WordPress. And with the plugin, users can protect their subscribers by complying with all sections of the GDPR, including right of access. Your subscribers now have the right to request a copy of any of their information you have on file, and the GDPR Suite handles this for you. Right of erasure. We've built this feature right into our plugin, so your users can delete all their data while on your website, with just a few clicks keeping you compliant. Breach notification. Your users instantly get data breach notification. By law, you have 72 hours of first becoming aware of the breach to avoid a fine, and GDPR Suite handles this for you automatically. Cookies consent. All cookies and pixels are automatically blocked until your website visitor give their consent, which is a requirement under the GDPR. Right of rectification. Your subscriber can update their personal data at any time with ease, again, keeping you fully compliant. Terms and condition pages. The GDPR Suite automatically generates privacy, terms and condition page with built-in auto redirect per the requirements of the GDPR. Every aspect of the GDPR is covered with the GDPR Suite, making it easy for you to become compliant with a few clicks of your mouse today. As you already know, setting all this up on your own would take weeks and thousands of dollars. But with GDPR Suite, compliance is as simple as a few mouse clicks. We originally planned to charge $497 for access to the GDPR Suite. After all, even at $497, you'd save a bundle when compared with doing all of this on your own. And when compared with the cost of non-compliance, $497 would be a drop in the bucket. But the good news is that you won't pay anywhere near $497 today. During the initial launch, you can get access to GDPR Suite at a massive discount when you click the button below right now. Whatever you do, don't wait. Waiting to ensure your GDPR compliance could cost you dearly. Can you afford to pay up to 20 million euros or run the risk of never being able to sell to people from the EU ever again? Plus, the price on the GDPR Suite is going up. If you close this page and come back later, you run the risk of paying a lot more for access to GDPR Suite. And there's really no reason to wait, because we back up GDPR Suite with a money-back guarantee. If you have an issue with the GDPR Suite that we don't help you resolve, we'll get you a refund of every penny of your investment today. If you're doing affiliate marketing, e-com, CPA, list building, or any other online business, you need GDPR Suite to ensure your compliance with the GDPR today. To get instant access to GDPR Suite and become compliant with the GDPR within minutes from right now, click the button below now. Hi guys, in this video, I'll be demonstrating on how to get your WordPress website to be fully GDPR compliant. Now, as you already know, on May 25th, the GDPR regulation will become law, and it's mandatory for every website to be GDPR compliant. With this new regulation, if you collect data or if you manage any online business that requires you to collect any form of information from your visitors from any of the EU countries, including UK, be it their names, email addresses, or phone numbers. Also, if you're collecting cookies or use any third-party cookies or API, you have to be GDPR compliant. GDPR Suite is a WordPress plugin that is developed to meet these new EU privacy regulations, known as GDPR. And in this short demonstration, we would like to visit and meet the 7 essential criteria. Cookie consent regulation, which we have to meet, privacy policy, terms and conditions, rights to be forgotten, data portability, data breach, and data rectification. The 7 regulation requirements will be met on our website, as you know, and you've been receiving their notifications about changing their policies. I'm talking about big brands like Facebook, Google, Amazon, and a lot of other big brands. They're all positioning themselves to meet this new regulation. This is why you need to have your WordPress website compliant also. First, let's take a look at cookie consent. Now, what this is going to help you achieve is to notify your website visitors, informing them that you use cookies and also collect information on your website, and they have to consent in order to move forward with your website use. In this cookie consent setting dashboard, you have the option to display cookie consent notice on all pages. To do that, check this box, and also you can also select the pages to display cookie notice on. I'll be showing samples of cookie consent notification pop-up that can be placed on our website. We have 5 pop-up source choices to select from: none, text option, link option, autoresponder, which is part of an upgrade, and option to create your own custom pop-up. And also, you'll be able to see the previews of what you are setting up, and the pop-up title, the pop-up title font size, the font family to select from, the pop-up content that you want to place on your cookie notification box, the content size, fonts, and any position on your web pages you want it on, be it on the top left, top right, center of the page, bottom left, or bottom right. What we're going to do now is to preview the notification we just selected, which is part of the text pop-up source option. Let's save this and preview the notification. All right, this is the cookie consent notification. When a new visitor or user accesses your website, they will have to consent to your notification before they can move forward on your website. And the best part is once the notification is visible on your website, any third-party cookies or API that was connected with your website will be disabled until the user gives their consent. One other feature we have here, let's take a look at the links section. I'll preview it so you can get full understanding of what I meant. I will go ahead and refresh this browser. Now, if the user wants to proceed and gain access to your website offerings, and for the cookies you have on your website to become enabled, all they need to do is to click and accept. And should they want to learn more about your notification, they can click here to be redirected to the page you have created. We will also take a look at the privacy policy section. We have a shortcode that can be added anywhere in your privacy policy page. The users or website visitors that you redirect to this page will have to accept in order to move forward. Below, when checked, it will require logged-in users to be redirected to accept your privacy policy in order to move forward. Also, when you check the next box, your guest visitors will be redirected to accept your policy before they can proceed. And when they have accepted your privacy policy, which of the pages would you like them to gain access to? Either your home page or any other page of your choosing. And you have to set the consent expiration days. Now we'll go ahead and copy the shortcode above and paste on our privacy policy page. Let's locate our privacy policy page and paste the code there. Okay, this is our privacy policy page. Let's go ahead and edit the page. Last step, let's preview our policy page. As you can see here, users will have to accept our policy before they can proceed. And when they click on this, they will be instantly redirected to the page we have set. In this case, it's set at YouTube template page. Now, clicking over to the Terms and Condition tab. On this section, we also have the shortcode that can be placed on our Terms and Condition page, just like the privacy policy. We can also check our choice requirements, which is to redirect users to our Terms and Condition page, and also to redirect guests to our Terms and Condition page for them to accept it. Furthermore, we will have to select the page they will be redirected to when they accept these terms. To comply with the new GDPR regulation, you have to provide your website users with a place on your website where they can request for their data to be forgotten or erased from your server. Now, once they have made a request from the dashboard, you will be able to send them a custom email to tell them that you have deleted their data you have on file. I will go ahead and show you how you can place a shortcode anywhere on your website, and users will be able to contact you with their right to be forgotten requests. And also, this applies to the data portability requirements, whereby users will be able to request a copy of their data that you have on file for it to be sent to them. And the data rectification requirements also is whereby they will be able to fix or rectify any data that you have of them. Say they want to edit their name or email addresses or phone number, they will be able to do this. In order for us to be able to add a shortcode that can generate these requirement access, all we need to do is place it on anywhere on our website. Better yet, for this demonstration, we will go ahead and create a fresh page. And here is the shortcode that we will be using for this purpose. And we will go ahead and preview our new page. As you can see, here are the 3 regulations that we have to meet, which are personal data access. Users can enter their email and request their personal data. Second tab is the Forget Me. Here, they can request that all data we have on file about them on our website, say if they have registered on our website or posted on our website, wrote a comment. All they need to do is enter their email address to send this request across, and once this is done, you'll be able to delete their files that was once on your WordPress server. Lastly, data rectification. If they've made any error on your website, say they misspelt their name or entered the wrong email or phone number, or the information that they have given at first was wrong and they want to rectify it, they can always enter the current data they gave and the new data they want to be changed and their email address. Once they click on Submit, Automatically, you'll be able to get this new request on your WordPress dashboard and revert accordingly. I need not tell you about how important this new GDPR requirements is for all online websites or businesses. This is the reason why we have developed this WordPress plugin in order to have your website meet these 7 rules: cookie consent, privacy policy, terms and conditions, rights to be forgotten, data portability, data breach, and data rectification. Go ahead and order GDPR Suite today and have your website meet these requirements in minutes.